Quickly, this is the 9-piece Trample Me Flowering Thyme live plant. Over 30,000 have already been ordered this season. 4 or 5 easy payments of $4.49. So here's what's really cool about this. It's thyme like the herb. Now it's not the culinary thyme, but it actually smells like it. So it smells amazing, but it flowers and flowers and flowers, and you just have to pick what flower you want. That's the purple. We also have it in a pink, a red, a white, and there's the red. Here's what's so cool though. You really can't hurt it. You walk on it, the dog walks on it, somebody steps on it. It's totally fine. That's why it's called Trample Me Thyme. Now, there's the white. Before I say hi to Devin, we're going to see this next. Let me just explain this really quickly, and then Devin can explain it more. I just want you to understand. This was Eric Wallen's yard during a big drought. All his grass died. Do you see what didn't die that he put between the stones? That flowering thyme. So this picture shows that you don't really have to do much to it. It will take care of itself. The big deal this year is that last year we also brought you the Trample Me Thyme. We did 6 plants for the same price. We are now doing 9 plants at the same price as 6. So it got even better this year. Not many things, you get more at the same price year after year. 5 easy payments of $4.49. So less than half of what we have left to remain. Let's say hello to Devin Wallen, Stephanie's brother, who you saw a little earlier with the Asclepias butterfly plants. Hi, Devin, how are you?
I'm great, Sandra. Great to be here. Thanks for having me on to talk about one of my favorite plants, the Trample Me Thyme. This is one of my favorite plants all year long because this is truly such an amazing problem solver in the garden, because this is a plant that is going to save you time and money in the garden by eliminating the need for mulch in the garden, because this acts like a living mulch. It's also going to smother out the weeds because it has such gorgeous thick growth. Weeds can't grow through it. It slows erosion, and it also is perfect on your slopes and borders. But best of all, this is a plant that can handle the foot traffic every single day, and it's still going to look its best. The only flowering ground cover that we've ever come across that can actually get stepped on, trampled on, and still smile back at you.
Actually, the more you kind of smush it, it releases all the oils in that thyme plant. It smells like, I always tell Devin, this is like the summer plant that smells like Thanksgiving to me, because it's like the thyme. It smells like my Thanksgiving stuffing that I make. Now, this is not going to be, the thyme that you add to your stuffing, but it has that same absolutely incredible fragrance. So here we can see our flowers. We have the white, we have the purple, the red, and the pink. When do these flower? But I guess in some ways, the plants look great all the time, but when are we going to see the flowers?
Well, yeah, so it's a really tough perennial plant. When I say tough, I mean it's as tough as nails. You can grow this in the hottest, sunniest locations in the garden. Like we were seeing earlier, you can plant this back where the hose doesn't reach, and it can handle long periods without being watered at all. It's also very winter hardy. So in gardens in Maine, Minnesota, you plant this right in the ground as a living mulch replacement, and plant it along your borders, along your walkways, and it's going to look evergreen all year round. And then in the summertime, it actually produces a beautiful sea of colors. And if you want to go through the colors in the images,
let's do it.
Give you some awesome ideas of what they'll actually look like in the garden.
And I just want to show you, it's going to come 9 plants for what we charged for 6 last year. So the Wallens are actually giving us like 3 more plants for the exact same price. They end up being like $2 and change a piece with free shipping and handling. On the online plant world, try and get 9 plants home. Well, we have easy pay, but try and get 9 plants home for under $23 with free shipping and handling. All right, let's go through these pictures and look at the colors.
Absolutely.
So there's the purple.
You can see,
that's you with the purple.
And you see, I'm just standing right on it, and other plants, other ground covers, succulent ground covers, things like Pachysandra, they can't handle foot traffic. If you were to do that on those plants, you would be ruining them. But these kids can play through them, ride your bike through it, no problem. And I love having a long borders like that, because in an area like that, what are you going to do? You're going to put grass, it's going to be impossible to mow. You put mulch, it's just going to, fall over the place. Here, look at how it just solves that problem on that slope. The pink, it's absolutely loaded with flowers all summer long.
It's
and
beautiful.
growing right there, it's going to stifle out any of the weeds and slow erosion. Here you can see the purple just effortlessly growing in a patch of gravel. How amazing is that? If you get a few more collections, you could easily fill out all those graveled areas
Wow, look at
and
this.
create a sea of color. Isn't that
Is
gorgeous,
like
Sandra?
like a fantasy garden. So obviously they've picked up, more than one set, but this is the potential, and it does spread over time. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
No pun intended.
And I love seeing it grow in between your pavers, in between your stepping stones, because areas like that, they're really challenging to mow. What else are you going to put? Ugly gravel, ugly mulch, which, okay, it's a placeholder. You put this instead, it looks so much more beautiful.
Yeah.
And the red is so vibrant. I think the red's probably my favorite color. Here you can see it with the lavender in the background. It's a beautiful combination with lavender, with the roses as well. And then the white, these all love to be grown in the full hot sun. The white can be grown in a half day of sun. So you can plant this in other areas around the garden. And then my uncle, Eric, he had these planted in between the stepping stones. The grass was totally fried, but the thyme was not only thriving, it was also in bloom. How amazing is that?
That actually is really amazing, because that was a year where there was a severe drought in Eric's area, and that's what was blooming in the backyard while all the grass was dead. So take a look at it. I do want to let you know that how many have now been ordered? 31,000 have been ordered this month, over 1,000 just in this show. Please don't wait if you want it. This is all we have left for this season, and you can see it is beautiful. So it is the most, what's the most limited choice? Pink is our most limited choice. So you get 9. Devin, it says we're giving you 9 plants. Really, you're getting 9 containers because there are so many plants in each one of these, and then they're super, super easy to get in the ground. How far apart should I put them so I can get some nice spread like we saw in those pictures?
Yeah, so they just pop right out just like this, and each one of these is going to spread around 15 to 18 inches round.
Awesome.
So this one plant is going to turn into something like this by the end of the first or second season. So space them about 1.5 feet apart on your borders, on your slopes, in graveled patches. Replace your mulch with this living thyme.
Perfect. I see those coral bells behind you. I cannot wait to talk about those. I got your coral bells last year, and they were incredible. That's coming up in the show.